open. Who's going to take care of me? Who's going to drown my enemy?
My God. My God. Yes.
He can handle your husband.
My God.
He can deal with your wife. He can handle your children. But you got to be willing to trust him. You got to be willing to trust him.
My God.
Exodus chapter number 18, verse number 13. The next day Moses took his seat to hear the people's disputes against each other, fighting and cussing one another, disputing with one another. They waited before him from morning till evening. I've got to get my problem solved. Anybody ever been waiting a long time to get your problem solved? When Moses' father-in-law saw all that Moses was doing for the people, he asked, "What are you really accomplishing here? Why are you trying to do all this alone?" Somebody say alone. While everyone stands around you from morning till evening. Moses replied, "Because the people come to me to get a ruling from God." Look down on your row and say, "You're not the only one. You're not the only one." And by the way, you're not the only one that should do it. Husbands and wives, look at me right now. It is a team effort. Look at me right now. It is a team effort. We're talking about the division of labor. If one person is carrying all the load, after a while, somebody's going to wear out. When a dispute arises, they come to me, and I am the one who settles the case between the quarrelsome parties. I inform the people of God's decrees and give them his instructions. "This is not good," Moses' father-in-law exclaimed. "You're going to wear yourself out, and the people too. This job is too heavy a burden for you to handle by yourself." Now listen to me, and I will give you a word of advice. And may God be with you. You should continue to be the people's representative before God, bringing their disputes to him. Teach them God's decrees and give them his instructions. Show them how to conduct their lives. But select from all the people some capable, honest men who fear God and hate bribes. Appoint them as leaders over groups of 1,000, 150, and 10. They should always be available to solve the people's common disputes. But have them bring the major cases to you. Let the leaders decide the small matters themselves. They will help you carry the load, making the task easier for you. If you follow this advice, and if God commands you to do so, then you will be able to endure the pressures. Somebody say, endure the pressures. So even back then, there were pressures. They didn't have computers. Information didn't travel as swiftly back then as it does now. So they were dealing with pressures back then. In the 21st century that we find ourselves living